This broadcast will begin in 4 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 2 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 1 minute. This broadcast will begin in 30 seconds.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
1 second from half court. Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh,
Did he bring it in?
he did.
It is.
Caught.
This broadcast is a production of greensports.net and the WJPA Sports Network.
Good afternoon and welcome back to West Greene High School and the Tri-County Athletic Directors Association Wrestling Tournament Finals. Championship matches coming up on mat number 2. Consolations up on mats 1 and 3. Canna McMillan leads the way with 257.5 points and 6 finalists. Trinity at 205.5 with 5 wrestlers in the finals, and of those there are 3 head-to-head Canna-McMillan and Trinity matches in our championships. Hi everyone, I'm Bob Gregg, Jason Tennant handling all the production, Nate Rigotti, Scott Moore, Randy Pettit on our broadcast as well, and Jacob Knisner is producing in our downtown Washington studios. Great to have you along here this afternoon. And I thought we were going to have one break there, but we are not. We're apparently going right into action. We've just finished up the Parade of Champions.
You know what? I need to apologize to you two.
It's cold over here.
It's cold.
I told you.
I mean, it really is. It's cold. I can't believe this.
I know. It's not a physical problem. It's a heating problem and an open door problem. And we are underway. Lee Dressman of Canna-McMillan and Peter Jennings of Trinity in this championship matchup. Jennings in on a leg, trying to get in and get takedown here. And now Dressman trying to fight his way through. Neither able to establish control. Dressman trying to sit out into a Peterson to get the takedown, and now he works up around the side, gets a hand around the back, and gets the takedown to take a 3-0 lead 45 seconds in. Escape for Jennings. And Jennings had the better of the shot there early on, but didn't get the takedown, and eventually Dressman did. 55 points in the final round. That's a lot to try to make up, but the Hillers basically need a sweep and need Canna-Mac to lose every other match too to have a shot at it.
Your 5th place winner, by the way, just to let you know, it's a default, and you're going to see a lot of this today because a lot of people are not going to. If someone's banged up a little bit, coaches are going to keep them out. Greene out of Peters Township is going to win them by default over Morris of Albert Gallatin. That's for 5th place at 107 pounds.
And Scott will be handling the action in the 5th place bouts. Randy will pick up action as it moves along there in the 3rd place bouts.
Speaking of, we have Austin Grando of Jefferson Morgan taking on Carter Baker of Burgettstown. No score and in the 2nd period. And as I say that, Grandal just got a 1-point escape.
Late 1st period. Now Dressman with a low single shot gets in down around the ankle, tried to hook that. Jennings trying to hook a leg in as well. Dressman trying to turn in against Jennings. Hasn't gotten control yet. And now as Jennings sits up onto his wallet, the takedown. No, they gave the takedown. They're going to wave it off. They're going to leave it neutral, and 3-1 at the end of 1. The scoreboard says 6, but I think it is 3. Yep, they're going to revert that back to the 3-1 score. Nate Rigotti handling camera during our finals, and over on the far side, good to see you there, longtime colleague. So 3-1 lead for Dressman in the after 1. He will take bottom position for the 2nd and comes to his feet, peels the hands, and ups the lead to 4-1 early on. Dressman with a good shot in at a single. Jennings, after that first shot in that 1st period, and was unable to finish that. It has been Dressman controlling the neutral action. Now he has Jennings, where the only thing on the shoulder is the right side of Jennings' face and his right shoulder. Everything else is off the mat. Dressman trying to find a way to turn in despite the fact that Jennings has a hold of an ankle. Step across the body, control an arm, and now chest to chest. Dressman trying to get it all. He lost the hold on the right arm, and that will enable Jennings to get belly down. But it is 7-1 at the moment.
33 seconds ago, 2nd period here. Grando now leading 4-0.
Legs in by Dressman. And he is really just punishing Jennings now. He's got the hips elevated, double legs in, and Kurt Kesnick there just checking on what's going on up there around the head and shoulders to make sure it is not at the edge of either potentially dangerous or potentially over the line. Jennings trying to get his legs free to try to get back to his base, but he can't. Dreschman keeps working underneath and trying to get a Nelson in, and Kesnick calls for the stalemate.
Starting neutral here for the third period. Grandel still leading 4-0.
Final seconds of the second period. Roll attempt by Jennings, got only part way through, and Dreschman jumps to the side. Jennings hits the roll, but got his leg caught up underneath the body, and Dreschman going to be able to hang on there. 7-1 after 2. A couple of takedowns. And now the choice belongs to Jennings. He originally indicated he wanted to be on the bottom, but now decides to take the top, or take neutral.
Grandel with another takedown here, leading 7-0, has a cradle locked up, trying to put a head on the side here, looking to turn him, and he is able to do so, and that's going to be the fall. So your third place champion, or excuse me, your third place winner is going to be Austin Grandel from Jefferson Morgan.
Another takedown for Dreschman, and now an escape given to Jennings, and it has been neutral work. Fireman's carry, trying to hit a second one and keep his foot in bounds. He's going to give up on the leg and go up around the head. Takedown, and near falls are counting. The lead is 11. If this goes full boat, then it has done that. If the fall comes, it ends the bout there. If it not, it's going to be a technical fall for Lee Dreschman. A 4-point near fall. He'll win at 17-2 at the 4:45 mark. Champion at 107 pounds, Cannon McMillan's Lee Dreschman. More on the WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
You deserve a bank that brings fresh ideas to your business. One that can see you're a cut above and knows you like you know your customers. At Washington Financial, we pride ourselves on preparing personalized solutions, ones that cater to the unique needs of your business. Go with the bank that gets you. Washington Financial Bank.
At Shaft Drillers International, we're a world leader in construction. We deliver industry-leading blind bore shaft, abandoned well and new hole drilling, geotechnical, carbon capture, solution mining, and water resource development solutions grounded in integrity, safety, and community. We don't just deliver construction solutions. We volunteer and invest in our community. Visit shaftdrillers.com to learn more and to discover rewarding career opportunities.
Good, 114 pounds. Our championship matchup has Jackson Hoy of Trinity, Alex Medlin of Beth Center.
Third place bout, we have Parker Kolarczyk of Cannon McMillan taking on Grayson Morris of Abergallatin.
And just like that, we got a final for fifth place. Your winner is Caleb Delaney of Jefferson Morgan. He pins Justin Mace of Avella. And that was in the first period. I'll get the time for you here in a second, but that was a quick takedown and a half underneath. The next thing you know, he's got the fall.
Looks like 41 seconds there, Scott.
Thank you.
Championship matchup, Jackson Hoy of Trinity. Duck under, trying to get to the legs. Medlin stumbled a little bit, and Hoy's going to get the takedown. That comes just over a minute in. Legs tied up by Hoy, has the right leg hooked and reaching up over the shoulders. Scott's got all of 41 seconds of work here in this finals round.
This good thing was I have to take the muzzle off the front of my face from this air hitting me. My goodness, guys. I apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was about to get my gloves out. Hoy still with the leg hooked on the right side, trying to find something to do up top, but other than ride through the end of the period, there is nothing to do there. 3-0 lead at the end of one for Trinity's Jackson Hoy.
107-pounders, please report to the medal stand.
Back to the center in the start of the second period. Hoy chooses bottom. May have gotten away with an early start there, but carry on.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he jumped that a little bit.
Medlin down around the leg trying to pick that up. Go ahead, Randy.
We had Grayson Morris leading 3-0 and got caught in a scramble here. Kolarczyk with the reversal and near fall. He's going to be leading. Well, they said they didn't award the initial reversal. So they're saying 4-3 right now. And now we have, sorry, just can't see around here. But anyways, we're 4-3 here, halfway through the second period.
All right. I don't think that Ringgold wrestler liked me telling him he couldn't stand there. But
well, I mean,
cradle win and a fall is called. Hoy, despite the wild kicking of Alex Medlin, is able to get the shoulders down to stay. So the fall comes at the 3-minute mark. Jackson Hoy, winner by fall.
I mentioned that earlier. He has looked strong this entire tournament. He's the real deal there. I'm telling you.
Jackson Hoy wins the title at 114 pounds. So
I had that score backwards, by the way. I apologize. Hoy, the winner. Yeah, I was all discombobulated on my score bug.
So last bout remaining here at 114 pounds is your third place bout. Kolarczyk leading 4-3 over Grayson Morris from Abergallatin as the second period winds down.
Well, it's all you now, Randy.
We got it. Kolarczyk working a half here, going to run out of time.
Yeah, Nate, if you want to pan over that way, we can at least catch some of that action on our championship stream as well.
So with that here, third period, we have Morris going to be starting down, trailing 4-3 to Parker Kolarczyk. Right off the whistle here, Kolarczyk has Morris broken down. Now we have officials in the way. I can't yell at him, right?
Oh, I could.
But so, anyways,
probably has.
He probably has at some point.
Won't do much good, but go ahead.
So broken down flat here once again is Morris. Kolarczyk just kind of currently riding parallel. He's been working some bars underneath, just trying to bar a single arm, but got to start working towards a fall here. 1:20 to go. Still not a lot of action here as Morris is just broken down flat. Working a bar on the right side here. I think we got one on the left as well. Morris still just trying to work his way up and just not able to. We've been riding in this same position for over a minute here. A little bit of a crossface action there by Kolarczyk. Morris starts to come up to his hip and broken right back down. Back up again to his base is Morris. Just tight waist here by Kolarczyk. Now we're under 30 seconds to go. Morris has got to get moving here. Broken down flat once again. Okay, back up to his base. Down to 17 seconds. Quick roll through there by Morris. Granby as they go out of bounds. 14 seconds to go. Morris trailing by 1. On the restart there, quickly up to his feet is Morris. Now he's got to break the hands free, and he does so. Coming around behind, and there's a 2-point reversal awarded. And now Kolarczyk is trying to hip over top here. Morris still in control, and he's going to take the 5-3 win.
Wow. I
don't know.
I don't know. If you let that continue, I think you wave off the reversal and just leave original control.
Correct.
But we'll see what happens. Officials are going to conference.
From Abergallatin,
get the two officials going to talk, try to keep the wrestlers out of the conversation.
I do appreciate the fact that they are like having that conversation. We'll see how it.
And they did. They wiped it out. They wiped the reversal out, and I think we get to the right result. Peter Kolarczyk is going to win it 4-3 over Grayson Morris. We'll go to the championship match at 121 pounds when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
Community College of Beaver County is now in Washington County. We are here with the support you need and the value you want. At the Washington County College Center, explore our in-demand career paths in aviation, education, and criminal justice, or start college early with dual enrollment courses and high school academies. At the Washington County College Center, your pathway to success starts right at home. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
All right, award winners. At 107 pounds, Gabe Greene of Peters Township takes 5th. Gavin Morris of Albert Gallatin 6th. In 4th place is Carter Baker of Burgettstown. Austin Grandel of Jeff Morgan 3rd. Runner-up is Parker Jennings of Trinity. And Lee Dressman, by way of a technical fall, 17-2 out of Cannon-McMillan, wins the championship. We go up to 121 pounds, and I hope we get this between weights procedure under control, because we're already to a final. Scott, go ahead.
Well, they took it down. It was a fall 24 seconds. I know that for a fact. And then they took it off my flow. So give me some time there, Robert.
Took it off my flow.
See, that's where the 4x6 cards would have come in handy.
There's where the paper comes in handy, Robert.
It was Jake Guzik of South Park.
That's it. Yeah, Jake Guzik winner by fall in 24 seconds. He's your winner by fall.
Over Jordan Moore of Avella. Yep. All right, Tucker Main of McGuffey and Gavin Bricker of Trinity in a battle. Bricker down around the right knee of Maine, but Maine out to that side trying to say, okay, you hold on there and I'll cradle your head and leg. But no scoring so far here in this opening period. Championship match at 121 pounds.
In your 3rd place bout at 121 pounds, we had Floyd Huff of Waynesburg taking on Brock McClure from Bentworth. Currently no score as we are into the 2nd period, and Floyd Huff is riding on top.
Yeah, a little sticky situation there on mat 1 at the end of that match, and the other 2 mats got going and moved into their action, but they were just getting started on the awards platform just as that match was ending. But now we get a timeout. It's like a blood timeout being taken for Gavin Bricker of Trinity.
That is as we were saying, that's a nice part of getting into the medal matches here when you have that extra official there. They were able to actually have that conversation and ultimately come to the right decision. Huff trying to work a cross-face cradle here now. He has the cradle locked up, hasn't been able to actually get McClure over yet though, and the cradle has been broken.
Well, go ahead. While we have a stoppage here, I'm going to give you the award winners at 114, which will be announced between, just in case they get in a hurry again. 6th to Dustin Mace of Avella. Caleb Delaney of Jeff Morgan takes 5th. 4th place to Grayson Morris of Albert Gallatin. 3rd to Peter Kolarczyk of Cannon-McMillan. Runner-up is Alex Medlin of Best Center, and winning by fall, Jackson Hoy of Trinity at 3 minutes. So those are your award winners at 114 pounds. Back into action in the championship match, scoreless after 1, after the blood timeout for Gavin Bricker. Flip of the disc, Maine with choice. He defers. Bricker is going to choose bottom in a scoreless match. And that all really predicated on the fact that neither has scored, and first point has long-term impact in high school wrestling should we get to the ultimate tiebreaker, which we've been there once today.
You're welcome.
Once this weekend.
You're welcome.
Just once, that's it. Yeah.
Heading into the 3rd here on mat number 1, that 3rd place bout between Huff and McClure. Still no score.
Bricker with a quick escape, and he takes a 1-0 lead, but right in on the legs comes Tucker Main. Maine in deep on the left knee of Bricker.
And as we say that, McClure able to get Huff turned with a quick fall there. That's going to be, let's see, 3:17 is the time of the fall.
Stalemate called between Maine and Bricker, and now it's just me. Wrestling neutral. Third and fifth place matches here at 121 pounds in the books. Another good shot by Maine, trying to dump Bricker to the mat, and does. Maine gets the takedown to go up, take a 3-1 lead. Just under a minute remaining in this second period. And Jason, I'm going to have you be ready with your trigger finger should we hit there at the end of this period. See how that goes.
See how quick you are.
Bricker pulling the right arm across the chest, trying to package that up with the near leg, and a stalemate called there. 35 seconds to go in the second. We don't want to miss any action, but we also want to make sure that folks watching and listening know the businesses and organizations that have made it possible for us to do what we're doing now and have been doing for 80 plus years on WJPA. Fresh start, tight waist, and holding on the arm. Bricker trying to get to his feet. Maine trying to keep him from doing that, and then Bricker trying to run away. Maine follows and trips him back into the mat right in front of the scorer's table.
Right in front of Nate Brigatti. We need to get you a monitor there, Bob.
Hi, Nate.
That's one thing we forgot to do in between.
That's okay. I'd watch it on the stream, but it's a little delayed.
Yeah, that wouldn't work out too well.
Stand up again by Bricker. 20 seconds to go in the period. Maine down around the leg, and he steps out and joins Bricker out of bounds. So still 3-1, Tucker Maine of McGuffey leading Gavin Bricker of Trinity. Bricker set, Maine taking his time, gets there, beat the whistle, but got away with that. And Bricker pulled back onto his hip for a second, but then feet back under him and gets up. 8 seconds remaining. Maine trying to drop to the legs, and the two end up into the corner on mat number 3. Good quick work there by other wrestlers who were waiting, able to move those chairs in a hurry. That's one thing here when you fit 3 mats into this gym. There is a precious little safe room outside the circle. End of 2. 3-1 lead for Tucker Maine. Third period when we come right back.
From the first steps in new love to every scraped knee and healing embrace, the obstacles they will overcome to the victories they will achieve. You have walked this path beside them. These are the moments you live for. By protecting their health with a regular schedule of care, they can fully embrace all of life's little moments. At Cornerstone Care, we create healthier tomorrows today.
To schedule an appointment, visit cornerstonecare.com/locations.
Tucker Maine chooses neutral to start the third and gets a takedown here early and pushes the margin to 6-1. Bricker started to his feet, and Maine said, enough of this, shove him away, give the escape, and come back and wrestle neutral again. Already a couple of takedowns for the McGuffey 121-pounder. They're going to reset the clock.
He's looked really good on his feet, Bob. He really does.
You know, and sometimes it takes, you got to get into the flow a little bit to see, but you're right. Maine has been clearly the better wrestler, and in on a double, he dumps Bricker to his side. Bricker trying to grab around the waist and has to give it up.
Yeah, he just gets in there. He just gobbles you up. All right. It was a fantastic takedown there. I mean, he's been very dominant on his feet.
Now Maine now up 9-2 with a minute to go in the third period. Maine looking for some instruction from the corner. You're going to try to cut him loose again here. You're at a 7-point margin, which that's the big package now. Used to be 5,
right,
where you get 2 and 3. 7's the big package now. You want to avoid putting yourself in a situation where one move can end up costing you the bout. 40 seconds to go, and Tucker Maine has been able to chew up now 40 seconds off of this second period clock after getting that third takedown. And Gavin Bricker on the bottom just having trouble getting anything going. Can't get his hips up off the mat. Now referee encouraging Tucker Main to get a little more active on top. It looked like he was going to cut Bricker loose, and Bricker just raised up, and Main shot right in like he was going for a single leg takedown, but he's just going to maintain control that way and get us into the final seconds of the bout. 121-pound champion McGuffey's Tucker Main by a 9-2 final over Gavin Bricker. We go to 127 on the WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
Radio and TV today are cluttered with ads for car insurance. You might find these ads clever, funny, or even annoying. Hi, I'm Scott Day from the Day Insurance Agency. We like to keep things simple. We will give you the best possible coverage at the best possible price with great hometown service without all those gimmicks. Call us to get a free no-obligation quote with Erie Insurance. You might be surprised how much you can save. That's the Day Insurance Agency, 724-228-3448, or online at dayinsurance.com.
Sarah's Candies makes fundraising simple and sweet. Sarah's chocolate bars and pretzel rods are made with quality ingredients. Ordering is easy, and you can earn up to 50% profit. Perfect for schools, sports teams, bands, and community organizations. They're the treats people know, love, and ask for by name. Visit sarahscandiesfundraising.com or call 800-255-7771 to get started today. Sarah's Candies Fundraising. When it tastes this good, fundraising is easy.
And here we go to 127-pound championship match, our second of three head-to-heads between the team point leaders, Cannon McMillan and Trinity. Landon Alt for the Hillers, Gianno Gardner for Cannon McMillan. They are underway with the title on the line, 127 pounds.
Your third place bout is featuring Shane Cronin of Best Center taking on Clayton Ely of McGuffey.
127, fifth place matchup. Fifth seed, Samuel out of Avella taking on Barkey of Ringgold, and they are just underway as well. So I'll keep an eye on that.
Alt and Garner are scoreless.
Ely with a quick three-point takedown.
A couple of head taps by each. One day the Federation's going to outlaw that. I can't wait. This is wrestling. It's not MMA or something. You can't smack your opponent in the face, which you can still. That's still legal.
Barkey got a takedown here and quickly throws him into a cradle. He's up 7-0, just like that. 7-0, Barkey of Ringgold over Avella Samuel.
Gardner gets behind Alt, but couldn't finish it off inbounds to get the takedown. So they'll come back to the middle with 45 seconds to go. Gardner's like, wait, I got the takedown. Alt thought he had given it up, too. Alt was going into the middle to be on the bottom. And coaches are going to ask for an explanation there.
Well, Nate had a pretty good close-up of Gardner, too. Looked like he was bleeding, but maybe that's an old wound. You can see it on the close-up there.
Well, timers are going to run the blood clock. And it looked like... yeah,
they are going to clean him up.
Officials conferenced, and they're going to leave this scoreless.
So with that break in the action here, Ely still leading 3-0. We're now second period, about a minute 10 to go. Ely trying to come out around on top here, trying for that two-point reversal.
Two-point conversion.
Did you like that? We're just here talking. I mean, at least I caught myself. Like, I got that. That was about all I got into it. All that renegade talk earlier.
I know.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Alt and Gardner ready to get back into action. 40 seconds remaining in their first period. The championship match at 127. Now get a little tie-up, snap down attempt, but two wrestlers separate. Fake shot by Gardner. Alt fakes a shot, and both end up now in that tie-up again. Alt works his way back up to his feet. I'm not sure Alt wants to work tie-up. Gardner appears to be much more willing to do so.
Andrew Barkey, 3 more back points. Leads at 10-0 now. Now 10-1 as Samuel's able to cut loose. 10-1, 20 seconds to go, second period in the fifth place matchup.
Another great scramble there, and Alt ended up on his wallet, but got back to his knees before control was established by Gardner, and they'll end the first period scoreless. They give you the award winners at 121 pounds. 6th place to Jordan Moore of Avella. 5th to Jake Guzik of South Park. 4th is Floyd Huff of Waynesburg. Winning 3rd is Brock Moore of Bentworth. Your runner-up, Gavin Bricker of Trinity. And a 9-2 decision in the final gives the championship to McGuffey's Tucker Maine at 121 pounds.
Ely able to get that 2-point reversal right at the end of the second. Starting neutral here, leading 5-0 in the third period.
Second straight championship match. We've gone scoreless to the second. And Landon Alt chooses bottom for that second period. Again, back to that who scores first has impact later on in the match. Should we get there? This time Gardner beats the whistle. Got lined up illegally, actually, and that's what got him called. But he also jumped before the whistle because there wasn't a whistle. Now he'll switch sides and go to the left side on top. Alt works his way to his feet, trying to peel the hands, and Gardner will cut him loose for the escape. First point of the match goes to Landon Alt. Gardner in deep on another leg shot. Alt trying to find somewhere to go here. Now he wraps around the waist of Gardner. Gardner spins around, ends up on his knees, and in deep on the right leg of Landon Alt. Alt with a whizzer in. Gardner pulling on the toes and hooked at the knee. Now he gets off that the toes part, which reduces the strain on Landon Alt's right knee, but also reduces the leverage that you have to try to win control here. Alt sprawling back. Gardner keeps coming, and now Alt ended up on his hips again. Got the left knee underneath him. Good action here without much scoring. 55 seconds to go in the second.
Well, we got a lot of scoring down here, 13-13. Now it's tied up. Samuel's gone on a takedown clinic, and I'm surprised he didn't cut him there in the last 30 seconds because he's been controlling them there.
Gardner kept going and finally got Alt to have to go over. So now 3-1 lead in favor of Gianno Gardner of Cannon McMillan. 30 seconds to go in the second period in championship match.
Cronin able to pick up a takedown here. He's still trailing 5-3, 20 seconds to go.
I think Samuel's been in a couple of wild matches, hasn't he?
He was for the first minute and a half, 2 minutes, he wasn't doing much. Now here's Barkey coming in on a double leg try. Samuel getting back, breaks the grip once more, and spins in behind, and he's going to get the takedown. And he's going to win it, 16-13. What a great match. Nice job by Gage Samuel. The 5th seed out of Avella is going to finish 5.
Gardner able to take Alt back into the mat and keep him under wraps. Just seconds remaining in the second period. 3-1 after 2. Third period when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
Who better to get your pharmaceutical services from than local familiar faces you can trust? Here at McCracken Pharmacy, we aim to provide just that. Our mission is to take care of you in Greene County. We are a full-service pharmacy that offers an auto refill program that arranges all of the patient's medications so that they are filled at the same time each month. We provide a full line of adult vaccinations which are available to the general public without appointment. Don't hesitate to use our friendly delivery services which bring medications to homes all over Greene County. Check out our website at mccrackenpharmacy.com and download our app. McCracken Pharmacy, 595 East High Street in Waynesburg.
Gianno Gardner chooses neutral for the third position. Landon Alt with an ankle pick, and now he ends up deep down on the leg, but let it go too soon, and Gardner going to find his way to the boundary.
Your third place champion was Ely out of McGuffey with a 5-3 victory. I said champion again. Third place winner. Yeesh.
Hey, Alt had everything but the takedown there. Just let that go, and Gardner able to scramble when he got his ankle free for a split second, was able to get around and face Alt. 1:15 to go, third period championship match, 4-1 lead for Gianno Gardner. And Gardner, I'm trying to figure out how we get to 4. Must have given a point to start, so the choice was down, and then the escape given to Gardner. Didn't see it that way on the board earlier. Gardner now spins around, stays, keeps Alt in bounds, and Gardner with the takedown has pushed the margin now to 7-1.
You know, with all this extra room, with the extra room to wrestle outside that circle, you almost need bigger mats now and bigger spaces. Because they're right up in the chairs sometimes here.
Yeah, and if we weren't trying to put 3 mats here, those chairs wouldn't be there.
No.
They would be, and there would be a buffer section of mat down as well. But, and I know no tournament director wants to look at this, escape given to Landon Alt. But technically, we're not legal on any of these 3 mats.
Probably not, no.
It's not 6 feet from the legal wrestling area to the wall on mats 1 or 3.
Yeah.
And it's 1.5 feet between the 2 mats legal wrestling areas. So, but you can't run these kind of tournaments if you don't work that little edge there. And the officials and coaches and wrestlers all got to be, flexible that we're going to stop action. The 2 match wrestlers coming together, we're going to stop it when we wouldn't normally, but we're going to err on caution that way. Landon Alt took a shot, and Gardner got back from that and on the answer, then gets in deep on a single, but won't get any further scoring. Gianno Gardner, Cannon McMillan, your champion at 127 pounds, 7-2 winner over Trinity's Landon Alt. Back on the WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
Since 1978, Quality Quick Printing has been a single source for all your business, organization, and corporate printing needs. A full-service digital document solution center, high-speed digital copying, large format, design and finishing, direct mail services, and so much more. Call their print solutions specialist to help with your next project, 724-225-9427, or visit qualquick.com.
Built on a foundation of quality, safety, and integrity, Iron Synergy Cumberland Mine is committed to being one of the safest and most respected energy producers in the world. Located in Waynesburg, Pennsylvania, our team is anchored by some of the hardest working and experienced miners in the industry. We take pride in helping to create tomorrow's energy today, as well as helping to make a difference in the communities from which we operate. To learn more about Iron Synergy or to apply online, please visit our website at ironsynergy.com.
We go to 133 pounds. Let's get a quick scene set. John Emma of Cannon McMillan, Evan Tolliver of Ringgold in the championship match.
Third place bout is Dom Canali out of Trinity, leading 3-0 over Mason Wright of Best Center.
Fifth place matchup, Danny Smith out of Burgestown, trailing right now to Noah Collins of West Greene.
We are scoreless in the title bout. Emma of Cannon McMillan in deep on the legs of Tolliver of Ringgold, and the takedown is awarded. Tolliver caught with Emma between the legs, and Emma said, "I can't go anywhere." Tolliver's like, "I can't go anywhere." Almost a textbook stalemate situation, but they decide somebody's going to move, and it's going to be Emma getting back around behind as Tolliver works his way to his feet. 50 seconds to go in the first period in the championship match, and now Tolliver cut loose, 3-1 the score, Emma leading.
Noah Collins got that takedown in that opening period pretty quickly and sat on it there. He's got the 3-0 lead for 5th place at 133 pounds.
3-1 lead for John Emma. And now it's Tolliver pushing the issue a little bit, try to get in on double underhooks and a stall. I was going to say, they called stalling on Tolliver originally, and just the wrong arm in the air. Final seconds of the first period, 3-1 lead for John Emma of Cannon McMillan. Fill us in, guys, where are we at?
Yep, Canali has now extended his lead to 4-0 with the escape in the second period. Minute and a half to go, leading over Wright.
Another takedown for Collins. He goes up by a score of 6-0.
Award winners, 127 pounds. We'll run those for you here momentarily, but Emma in on a leg again against Tolliver, and he dumps Tolliver into the mat. No control established yet because Tolliver able to pop a whizzer in real quickly just before giving up what would have been a takedown. Now, using that arm and a half, Emma steps across the legs. Yes, there's a whizzer in, but Tolliver can't take that arm with him now and ends up dumped on his wall, trying to slide it and turn inside a leg lace, and Emma going to get the takedown and go up 6-1. 127-pound award winners, Andrew Barkey of Ringgold takes 6th, Gage Samuel of Avella 5th, in a wild 16-13 overtime match. 4th place goes to Shane Cronin of Best Center. Clayton Ely of McGuffey takes 3rd. Your runner-up, Landon Alt of Trinity. And with a 7-2 win in the final, your champion at 127 pounds is Gianno Gardner. Escape given to Evan Tolliver. So now 6-2 with 55 seconds to go, second period. Wild long shot that never got close by Tolliver. Emma tried to look like he was thinking about a shot back, and now fights his way in on a low single. Picks that ankle up, trying to drag Tolliver back where he's got room, and Gardner whips Tolliver to the mat, got him down onto his hands and got the takedown. I've seen a lot of moves out of that shoved the foot to the lights, all that kind of stuff, but he just took the leg and whipped Tolliver down to get the three-pointer. 9-2 lead, late second period for John Emma of Cannon McMillan. Big Macs threatening now to run away completely with the title. Won the 2 head-to-head matchups against Trinity. And now looking to add another champion here.
We're getting underway here in the third period. Canale still holding on to that 4-0 lead over Mason Wright at Best Center.
Third period, and we come back here on the WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and keep the warm and cozy in. Visit a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 458729.
Tolliver on the bottom, but works his way to an escape. And now 9-3 the score, and that's 6-point margin for John Emma.
Canale with another takedown, now looking for near fall. He's got 4, so at the very least going to be 11-0 lead for Canale late in the third.
5th place winner is Noah Collins of West Greene. A technical fall win at 4:02. 17-2 the score over Danny Smith of Burgestown.
Canale's aunt and uncle right here in front of us and calmly watching what's going on, at least calm on the outside.
Yeah, that's about it, yeah.
Oh, and the fall comes.
There is the fall. So that's going to be at, let's see, 4:25.
That'll work. A minute to go, championship match. John Emma of Cannon McMillan with the 9-3 lead, and Oliver took a shot, and Emma kind of olayed him, and Tolliver ended up way outside, and Emma then turned around and kind of had him pinned out of bounds. It was going to be tough for Tolliver to get back in legal wrestling area. And now we get stoppage, 41 seconds remaining. 6-3 lead for John Emma, but again, at 6 points nowadays is like 4 used to be. Shot by Tolliver, shut off easily by Emma, and now he's going to hold Tolliver at arm's length, literally, hand to the forehead, just keeping Tolliver at bay. 25 seconds remaining. Tolliver trying to pummel his way in, but Emma has that blocked and now takes a nice shot. That'll delay any potential stall call against the Canamac 133-pounder. Tolliver pushing the issue a little bit, and Emma just kind of slides quietly toward the corner, and Emma ends up clear almost into the bleachers here. Just 4 seconds remaining. Separating John Emma from the 133-pound championship. And we'll work those final seconds off the clock. And we're heading to 139. Your final at the 133 pounds. John Emma over Evan Tolliver. The Cannon McMillan Big Macs win another title, 9-3. Your final. 139 when we come back on WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
This is Coach Guy Montecalvo for the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. We'd love to have you join us in celebration of outstanding athletes, coaches, and teams from our area. As a member of our chapter, you can nominate potential candidates, then vote on the nominees for each year's induction banquet. And you can help spread the word about our region's rich athletic tradition. Find us online or hit us up on Facebook and be a part of something exceptional. The Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame.
Touchdown, Waynesburg!
Ever wanted to work behind the scenes of a sports broadcast? Waynesburg University's Department of Communication gives you the opportunity to do just that. Our students produce the show, call the action, and tell the story as it happens. Or get involved in the sports information side, taking stats, PA announcing, and delivering the results to a growing sports audience. The Waynesburg University Department of Communication is waiting to hear from you. So what are you waiting for?
For more information, visit waynesburg.edu. First of 4 or 5 small school championship contestants. Lucas Barr of McGuffey and Drake McClure of Bentworth underway in the championship match at 139.
Your third place bout is Peter Leventis from South Fayette taking on Leif Sierko of Ringgold.
And for 5th place, it's Carter Cadis out of Burgestown taking on Jake Wright of Trinity, and they are just underway here at 139.
4 of the matches in the finals have small schools. McGuffey Bentworth here, Fraser Burgettstown coming up at 52, Jeff Morgan McGuffey at 72, and at 285 West Greene Jeff Morgan. Kudos to those guys battling against the likes of Waynesburg, Trinity, Cannon, McMillan, Peters Township, the big boys in the Tri-County Athletic Directors Association. South Fayette as well, also in that 3A classification. Well, over halfway through the first, and Barr and McClure just trying to find something to get going here. Underhooked by Barr. Now McClure underneath the body of Barr, up on one hand, trying to fight his own left hand free, and he will be able to do that.
McClure has secured his 100th win this past weekend, too, or yesterday, I believe it was, right?
I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
I think that announcement was last night, right?
Yep, he got his 100th win. Good for him.
We have injury time over here on mat 1 to Leif Sierko. He's trailing Peter Leventis of South Fayette 3-0.
It was Barr who got his 100th last night, too. Right?
No, was it?
Yeah,
no.
Yeah. Wasn't it?
I don't think.
I think. No. Was that bonus, maybe?
Yeah, it was bonus.
Bonus, yeah. Yeah, Barr would be past that.
Late takedown for Lucas Barr. 3-0 lead. Boy, late points in a period. How often we see that come back to haunt you. McClure trying to sit out as he will start the second period on the bottom.
Wright's finally been able to turn Cadis. He will go up by a score of 4-0. This is halfway through this second period. 4-0 Wright for 5th place over Cadis. Carter Cadis out of Burgestown, and he's got him turned again.
And that's Jake Wright of Trinity, not Mason Wright of Best Center.
Yep.
We're going to have an injury default over here in the third place bout. So your winner by injury default will be Peter Leventis from South Fayette.
Well, Sierko of Ringgold having trouble walking, cannot put that right foot down, and boy, you hate to see that happen.
Got a fall at 228, your winner. Jake Wright of Trinity picks up the win by a fall at 228 over Carter Cadis of Burgestown High School.
139-pound championship match. Lucas Barr of McGuffey leading Drake McClure of Bentworth 3-0. McClure got to his feet once, gets up again, and now Barr drops around the 2 legs and he trips McClure onto his back, and he is shaken up. Oh, and this looks to be an ankle. May have gotten that caught up in that. We've seen that called forcible trip, and he is in. That is significant pain, and boy. And again, I just go back. I mean, this is an important tournament. It's important for action, but you know, Drake McClure is one of those guys that Mike Schrader's counting on as we head. You know, we're just 4 weeks away from the WPIL team championships, and I don't see Bentworth as being a championship team, but they're going to be in that mix. When we hit 3 weeks from now, when the regular season dual meet section season is wrapped up and we're going into the tournament.
I talked to 2 coaches today already, and they decided, and once a couple of their kids who got some little injuries and some bumps and bruises along the way, he says, you know what, we're not going to wrestle into the third place matches and the 5th place matches. We're just going to set them out.
Well, they're going to go Drake McClure. Boy, he was in some significant pain, but is going to go. 1:06 to go in the second. Lucas Barr with a 3-0 lead. And I'm going to guess that McClure used about half of his injury time there. Well, you got to find a place. Can he stand up? Now he goes to flops over the body of Barr, but Barr goes with him, and Barr keeps control with a Barr in on that left side and a tight waist to go with it. McClure works his way to his feet, and that ankle clearly doing a lot better than it was when that situation happened. And McClure trying to hook underneath, and a good spin the other way by Barr, and now he goes down around the legs. McClure gets up to his feet, trying to get his first point of the match, but can't get his right leg down. And now hooks Barr and trying to get to a cradle beside, lost the head, lost his balance, and a good job there by Lucas Barr on the counter to maintain control, but Barr trying to pop his head out. And now reversal comes. Good hard work late for Drake McClure to get a couple of points, and it will be 3-2 when we go to the third. We'll have it for you when we come right back.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Slovenian Savings and Loan is here for your life, your future, and your dreams. While life's pace seems to get faster and faster, Slovenian Savings and Loan still stands by its traditional values of honesty, integrity, and building personal relationships. Enjoy all modern conveniences to make banking easy, combined with a down-to-earth, face-to-face way of doing business. Slovenian Savings and Loan on Boone Avenue in Strabane. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We go to the third period. Lucas Barr took an injury timeout, so both guys have had leg issues and used injury time. We go to the third. Barr chooses bottom. McClure eventually will let him up. So now 4-2 was still the bulk of the third period to go. Championship match here at 139 pounds. And duck over here and get your award winners at 133 while these two stand and stare at each other in the center of the circle. Sixth place to Danny Smith of Burgettstown. Noah Collins of West Greene is fifth. Fourth goes to Mason Wright of Best Center. Dom Canali of Trinity takes third. Second place to Evan Tolliver of Ringgold. And the champion with a 9-3 win in the final goes to Cannon McMillan's John Emma. Shot by McClure. Reaching across the back, getting at an ankle. Is Lucas Barr to fight that, and now Barr trying to scoot his way back around behind. Meanwhile, McClure trying to stay locked in on that leg. And as long as he stays right there, but now ending up way down on the ankle, and that's going to generate a potentially dangerous situation. 57 seconds to go, championship bout. 4-2 lead for Lucas Barr of McGuffey. I don't know what happened to Drake McClure's ankle, but something must have just been caught in a wrong place, and they were able to pop that out, because he is showing no ill effects or signs of issues from that situation. McClure trying to get to a leg, and good block there by Barr. The two right at the edge of the mat, and McClure actually clear out onto the basketball floor. Kirk Kesnick, the assistant referee, moving people out of the way. McClure steps on Barr's leg, but couldn't keep it pinned there, and now trying to sit into a spin move here, and Barr ends up with an arm around the back. McClure scrambling, and Barr is going to get around behind and get the takedown, and then able to lower his hips and keep McClure from rolling on through, and that's going to be your final takedown late for Lucas Barr, and he's going to win it by a 7-2 score. Champion at 139 pounds. We go to 145 when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
Royal Ivy Rentals has everything you need for your next event. You may be planning a large wedding or a small birthday party. Either way, Royal Ivy Rentals has you covered. Royal Ivy Rentals has tents in many sizes and can supply banquet tables, round tables, fill and chill tables, linens, chairs, tent lighting, a portable bar, dance floor, coolers, heaters, and even yard games. So whether it's a big event or any old get-together, call Royal Ivy Rentals for all your party needs. 724-998-5805. That's 724-998-5805.
In sports and in life, accidents happen, and sometimes people get hurt. The doctors at Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation specialize in orthopedic surgery, joint replacement, foot and ankle reconstruction, hand and upper extremity surgery, sports medicine and rehabilitation, and game time medical services. With main offices near Wild Things Park and offices in Waynesburg, Charleroi, McMurray, and on Vanadium Road near St. Clair Hospital, you can count on Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation.
Here we go, 145 pounds. Kenny McMillan's Collier Hartman and McGuffey's Emmett Wolf in the championship match.
My mat center is loading, so I can't tell you who's in the third place mat besides Junko and Dennison. I don't know if yours is up to date there or not, but
mine at 145, fifth place matchup. Well, he gets that for you. Bryce Croson out of Bentworth taking on Colton Stoker. Peters Township. Croson with a 6-1 lead early in this one with a couple of takedowns.
Collier Hartman with a takedown in the championship match. Emmett Wolf given an escape, so 3-1, 30 seconds gone, and Hartman with the 3-1 lead.
Okay, your third place bout is Devin Junko out of Trinity taking on Brock Dennison of South Fayette. No score, end of one.
Hartman draped over the back of Wolf. And Wolf trying to turn back into him. Hartman was flat on his back for a while. Neither wrestler had control, therefore there can be no pin. But and now Hartman scrambles out. He's coming out the back door, but he can't get his own left ankle free. Wolf squeezing on that. Hartman clearly in a much better position. And Kurt Kesnick says that's a stalemate. That got a little hairy there for a moment.
Croson started from the bottom, gets the reversal. He goes up 8-1 on Stoker for fifth place. 8-1 lead for the Bentworth wrestler.
Hartman, second, third efforts at a shot, and he and Wolf end up right at the boundary. That's the one place where I think you got to have a little flexibility on the out-of-bounds rules there. I mean, Hartman was 7 feet off the legal wrestling area, and because Wolf had half his foot still in bounds, like let's go back in here.
Yeah.
But the officials, by rule, waited until Wolf joined him outside the line to stop it. 20 seconds remaining in the first. 3-1 lead. Collier Hartman early takedown, the reason for the lead at the moment, and he gets in on a nice single, trying to trip Wolf. Wolf's right at the McGuffey corner. Hartman not going to be able to finish this here, I don't believe, and the period comes to an end. 3-1 Hartman with the lead.
Croson's got a bar in, and he's going to get the fall. Time of the fall is going to be 2:36. 2:36, your winner for fifth place at 145, Bryce Croson out of Bentworth over Colton Stoker. Peters Township.
So we have had some scoring taking place here now. Takedown, reversal, a couple of escapes there. So currently Devin Junko Trinity leading 5-3 over Brock Dennison of South Fayette with 10 seconds to go in the second period.
Cannon McMillan with 3 champions already, now 60 points up on Trinity in the team race. The Big Macs have 3 finalists, including Collier Hartman here. Trinity has just 1 remaining. 3-2 the score now as Emmett Wolf able to get an escape here early in the second. And now Hartman has Wolf on his backside, but Hartman just hanging right there. Wolf locking around the waist, and nobody's going anywhere, so another stalemate call.
So we did have a 1-point escape there. 1 second to go as we're going to go back for the restart. 5-4 in favor of Junco.
Hartman with a bull rush. Wolf backs up and ends up at the scorer's table, and a stalling call against Emmett Wolf. Award winners at 139 pounds. Carter Cadis of Burgettstown is 6th. Jake Wright of Trinity is 5th with a fall in the medal bout. Medical forfeit leaves Serco finishes 4th place. Peter Leventis of South Fayette takes 3rd. Drake McClure of Bentworth's your runner-up. And with a 7-2 win in the final, Lucas Barr of McGuffey, your champion at 139. Collier Hartman on his knees and holding Emmett Wolf up over his head. And Wolf like, this is not going to work. Gives up the takedown, second takedown of the match for Collier Hartman. He's up 6-2. But Wolf going to get free for an escape. Hartman going right back at a leg, but couldn't finish that. And now these two crush into each other right in the center circle, chest to chest. 30 seconds remaining. Second period, 6-3 lead for Collier Hartman, trying to press the issue a little bit. Wolf already has been called for stalling. Hartman gets around behind, around the waist, trips the legs out, keeps toes in, and gets the takedown right at the edge of the mat. 20 seconds remaining.
We are back at neutral here, Dennis, and able to get that 1-point escape, all tied up at 5, under a minute to go in the bout.
$20 seconds remaining in the second period. Championship match. Cannon McMillan's Collier Hartman trying to become the 4th TRICADA champion this year. Wolf stands. Hartman picks him up. Wolf hits a roll, and Hartman goes with him. And now Wolf back to his feet again. Hartman drapes around one leg, trips the other leg out with that. Nice move there in the second period. We'll go to the third on the WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
What is kinetic fiber internet? It's internet at the speed of light that helps you do everything better. It's a dedicated connection to your home that keeps everyone connected at the same time. It's cutting-edge technology that grows with you and lets you browse, stream, and game with virtually no lag or buffering. Ultra-fast, ultra-reliable kinetic fiber internet. Internet better.
Wolf and Hartman wrestling neutral here to start the third period. Wolf is in on kind of a low single, but Hartman draped across the waist, has the near ankle under wraps, and nothing Wolf's going to be able to do there. Kirk Kesnick calls the stalemate.
We are sudden victory here in the third place bout, and Junco is just awarded the 3-point takedown. He's going to be your third place winner at 145 pounds.
Or 2, as the crowd was shouting for.
Correct.
Old habits are hard to break.
You can't break that.
Takedown for Hartman here in the third, and he's now pushed the margin up to 12-3 with 1:10 remaining. It's just easier to yell, 2, 2. And 2-point near fall for Hartman. There is, they find the edge of the mat. Now 14-3 and an injury time running for Emmett Wolf. Break in the action. We'll get the conclusion of this 145-pound championship match when we come back on greensports.net and the WJPA Sports Network.
You deserve a bank that lifts up your business, that shares your spirits and your taste for success. At Washington Financial, we pride ourselves on crafting solutions that are as one-of-a-kind as your business is. Go with the bank that gets you. Washington Financial Bank.
At Shaft Drillers International, we're a world leader in construction. We deliver industry-leading blind bore shaft, abandoned well and new hole drilling, geotechnical, carbon capture, solution mining, and water resource development solutions grounded in integrity, safety, and community. We don't just deliver construction solutions. We volunteer and invest in our community. Visit shaftdrillers.com to learn more and to discover rewarding career opportunities.
Escape granted to Emmett Wolf on the restart, but then takedown and near falls the full boat, and Collier Hartman will get a technical fall 21-4, and that comes at the 5:11 mark. Collier Hartman, your champion at 145 pounds. We'll go to 152 when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
Community College of Beaver County is now in Washington County. We are here with the support you need and the value you want. At the Washington County College Center, explore our in-demand career paths in aviation, education, and criminal justice, or start college early with dual enrollment courses and high school academies. At the Washington County College Center, your pathway to success starts right at home. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Another one of our small school matchups here in the finals. Jonah Erdley of Fraser and Logan Noyes of Burgettstown underway.
Your third place bout is featuring Victor Bonus of McGuffey taking on Aiden Finnegan from Cannon McMillan.
Fifth place matchup, we've got Caleb Patton out of Washington taking on Angelo Mell of Chartiers Houston.
Not Charleroi.
Nope, that got caught earlier.
Give it time. He'll go back.
I'll go back to eventually, yeah.
Erdley in on the legs of Noyes, but Noyes wraps around the waist and has to give that up. Not sure exactly what it was that Erdley was doing, but man, he just forced Noyes off of it. I was like, I got to get out of here. Takedown for Erdley. Now exactly halfway through the first period. And Noyes and Erdley roll and out of bounds.
No score after one period for fifth place. Patton's choice, he's going to take down, try to score first, obviously.
Same situation here over on mat number one. We're going to have Bonus actually, it was his choice, and he chose down as well.
Cannon McMillan now with 4 champions. A couple of guys yet to come. They still have 2 finalists, Bryce and Braden Collins in the upper weights. Erdley trying to hang on to Noyes. Noyes trying to get all the way across, and Erdley stops him partway through. A couple of near fall counts, and Erdley's going to get a deuce here. He still has the chicken wing in, so no points awarded yet. And now he gives up on the wrist underneath. Still has the bar in. That's a different combination if he goes here, but the referee is not giving those points. Still 3-0 Erdley as we roll to the end of the first period, and that's when the 2 near fall points are going to come. So 5-0 Jonah Erdley leads at the end of 1. Check the results, 145 pounds award winners. 6th place to Colton Stoker of Peters Township. Bryce Croson of Bentworth takes 5th with a fall in the 5th place bout. Brock Dennison of South Fayette finishes 4th. Devin Junko takes 3rd. Sudden victory 8-5 win to take 3rd place. Runner-up is Emmett Wolf of McGuffey, and with a technical fall 21-4 in the championship match, your titleist, 145 pounds, Collier Hartman of Cannon McMillan.
Still no score here over on mat number 1 between Bonus and Finnegan.
Jonah Erdley on the bottom physically, but leading 5-0 here in the championship match. Logan Noyes gave up that takedown and then got shoulders exposed for just the 2 seconds. And that added those 2 points. And now Noyes trying to do something on top, but Erdley going to get free, rip and run, and build the lead to 6-0.
Caleb Patton got a reversal at the beginning of the period, and now he's sitting at a 2-0 lead over Mel of Chartiers Houston. And we got blood time running to Mel.
So end of 2, still no score. Heading into the third here, it's going to be Finnegan's choice.
Just a note on the fifth place match there. I mean, think about what almost happened with those two schools. Washington was at a board meeting to vote to cancel to drop the program, eliminate it, and Chartiers Houston went independent for several years before getting it built back together. So kudos to both of those programs for getting it back together.
Finnegan with the escape, and then quickly Victor Bonus went in on a takedown, and potentially dangerous was called with 1:38 to go.
Eardley gets a takedown after getting free. Now has built the lead to 9-0. 20 seconds to go, second period. Eardley hooking up, trying to get a bar. Has a one-on-one and that bar, but good job by Noyes to drive that barred shoulder into the mat to neutralize the drive there. And Eardley trying to get off the legs and going to run out of time. 9-0 Eardley, end of 2, third period. When we come back on greensports.net and the WJPA Sports Network.
From the first steps in new love to every scraped knee and healing embrace, the obstacles they will overcome to the victories they will achieve. You have walked this path beside them. These are the moments you live for. By protecting their health with a regular schedule of care, they can fully embrace all of life's little moments. At Cornerstone Care, we create healthier tomorrows today.
To schedule an appointment, visit cornerstonecare.com/locations.
Wrestling neutral in the championship match. Jonah Eardley of Fraser is leading 9-0. Fireman's carry attempt by Noyes, but unable to really get other than just started on that. Eardley tries a tie up and an ankle pick, shoots after a leg, and those two end up over on mat number 3.
Well, Mel got a takedown, went up by a score 3-2, and had Patton on his back briefly in that third period. Now we're down to 25 seconds. Patton then found himself in a world of trouble, was able to get off his back, and now has got a reversal. Now he's up 4-3, and this has been a pretty good match. It's probably one of the better ones for fifth place between these two.
Yeah, and another lot of action, but not a lot of scoring.
No, I mean, they haven't. Now they got a warning for stalling called against Patton.
Bonus was able to get the 3-point takedown. He's currently trying to hold on to that as he's riding on top under 30 seconds ago as they go out of bounds, and Finnegan was just called for stalling as he went off the mat there.
Washington coaches letting Larry Maggi hear.
Well, they weren't happy about the stalling warning. I don't know. Oh, his shoe came undone. There's your shoe again.
Yep. Another shoe.
Another shoe.
Finnegan with the escape. He's now trailing 3-2. 12 seconds to go. Quick shot by Finnegan. They're on the side here. Under 10 to go. And that looks like how that's going to wind up. Trying to come around behind real quick, but not able to do so. And that's going to be your final. Victor Bonus is your third place winner at 152 pounds.
And Jonah Eardley is leading 9-0, and already he and Logan Noyes have shaken hands as the clock winds out, and that one goes final 9-0 in favor of Eardley.
Mel tries to get tries to come out front. Wizard hang in there. Tried to stand up switch. Tried everything to get away from Patton, and he's got 1 second left as Mel to see what he can do here.
And with
run out of time.
Patton going to ride it out to take fifth place 4-3 over Angelo Mel. We go to 160 pounds when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
Hi, I'm Scott Day from the Day Insurance Agency here in Washington. When was the last time you reviewed your homeowner's policy? In recent years, the price of homeowners insurance has gone up dramatically. In fact, some companies have raised their rates by as much as 35% in the last year. If you haven't reviewed your coverage lately, now is the time. You might be surprised at how much you can save. Call us at 724-228-3448. Visit us online at dayinsurance.com or stop by one of our offices in Washington or Hickory.
Sarah's Candies makes fundraising simple and sweet. Sarah's chocolate bars and pretzel rods are made with quality ingredients. Ordering is easy, and you can earn up to 50% profit. Perfect for schools, sports teams, bands, and community organizations. They're the treats people know, love, and ask for by name. Visit sarahscandiesfundraising.com or call 800-255-7771 to get started today. Sarah's Candies Fundraising. When it tastes this good, fundraising is easy.
Only 2 bouts in our medal bouts here at 160 pounds because of a medical default. Garrett Newman of McGuffey will take 5th place. Gino Orlandi of Jefferson Morgan will not wrestle in that 5th place match. So our championship matchup has Owen Ivsick of Bentworth taking on Christian Lowther of Ringgold.
Your 3rd place bout is Mason Calgaro from Cannon McMillan taking on Chaz Rush from Avella.
Guys that had huge impacts in their respective football seasons, Calgaro and Rush.
And there is the takedown for Calgaro.
Yep. Ivsick and Lowther wrestling right in the center of mat number 2, the championship match, still scoreless. And they're a little over a minute remaining in that period. Those guys haven't gotten both completely out of the center circle yet. Kudos to them. I love one of the things I like about watching some college wrestling. I'm not a huge college wrestling fan, but I love how referees continually move them back to the middle. You know, we don't see that in high school, but in college it's like work to the center, work to the center. Really like that. These guys haven't had to be told to do that at all. They just at least one has kept a foot in the batter's box. In the center circle.
Got Calgaro with an escape over here, leading 4-0 now.
And oh my, they did not quite get the full 2 minutes in the championship match inbounds, but the 2 seconds will wind off on the restart. Scoreless after 1 between Ivsick of Bentworth, Lowther of Ringgold.
Finalists at the 152-pound weight class, please report to the bell stand.
Ready to start the second period, and it's going to be Ivsick on the bottom. Won the flip and a scoreless match. Often, almost always, you see that wrestler choose the bottom, looking for that first score opportunity. Lowther hooks over a leg. Ivsick working his way to his feet, trying to control the right wrist, and now tried to kick his leg free. And good job by Lowther to get down around both legs. Ivsick hops to his feet, spins inside, and power move there. Able to get free for the escape.
We got a fall over here. Going to be Calgaro is going to be your 3rd place winner. Time of the fall is going to be 2:20.
Nice shot by Lowther in on the legs. Ivsick went to his hips but hops back up, and the officials were hearing it from the raucous Ringgold crowd beside us, yelling for 2. Sometimes it seems like the officials are so swayed by that chant from the crowd that they give them 3. 1-0 lead for Owen Ivsick of Bentworth. He and Lowther, sandpaper on sandpaper. They're head-to-head. Spin move by Ivsick, trying to get around to get to the left leg of Lowther, but unable to do that. They're working right at the edge. You're going to get a stalemate. Let's check your award winners at 152. 6th place, D'Angelo Mell of Chartiers Houston. Caleb Patton of Washington takes 5th. 4th goes to Aiden Finnegan of Cannon Mac, with Victor Bonus of McGuffey winning a 3-2 decision in the 3rd place bout. Your runner-up is Logan Noyes of Burgettstown, and with a 9-0 major decision, Frazier's Jonah Early wins the 152-pound championship. Down to about 20 seconds remaining in our second period. Owen Ivsick with the power spin and tie-up move there to get free. The only point of the match so far. Now trying to shrug Lowther by and then try to trip. In the NFL, that's a 15-yard penalty, what he just tried to do. And the period comes to an end. 1-0 Ivsick after 2. 3rd period on WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
Who better to get your pharmaceutical services from than local familiar faces you can trust? Here at McCracken Pharmacy, we aim to provide just that. Our mission is to take care of you in Greene County. We are a full-service pharmacy that offers an auto refill program that arranges all of the patient's medications so that they are filled at the same time each month. We provide a full line of adult vaccinations, which are available to the general public without appointment. Don't hesitate to use our friendly delivery services, which bring medications to homes all over Greene County. Check out our website at mccrackenpharmacy.com and download our app. McCracken Pharmacy, 595 East High Street in Waynesburg.
Ivsick gives Lowther an escape just 12 seconds in and then got in deep and about 3 or 4 times almost took Lowther down, but Lowther scrambles out of it.
I'm telling you, he's got more lives than a cat. Where every time he's around the edge there, he somehow gets out of – I don't know how he does, the kid from Ringgold, Lowther. He does it all the time.
And now forehead to forehead again. Guys tying up. 1-1 tie. Ivsick early escape in the second. Lowther early escape in the third. Lowther takes a shot and ends up grasping at air. Spin move by Ivsick, and he caught Lowther on his hips and gets the takedown. 50 seconds to go, third period. 4-1 lead for Owen Ivsick.
That all started with a nice little ankle pick try by Ivsick.
And then the shot that Lowther took, and he got nothing. Didn't get a hand on a leg. He just a big wide sweep with both arms and got air. And a stalling call now on Lowther on the bottom. Ivsick trying to get a bar and a one-on-one.
Ivsick's so tough. He is awful tough.
Well, and that's why. I mean, that's what's so impressive about Lowther fighting that takedown off 3 different times. I mean, because Ivsick would not allow him to go out of bounds.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining. Ivsick fights off a spin by Lowther, who's going to get the escape out of it to make it 4-2 with just 3 seconds remaining. And again, a bull rush there from Lowther ends up with the 2 guys out of bounds.
This was a tough weight class, too.
Well, and it all comes to an end. Owen Ivsick wins the championship. The takedown, middle part of this third period, the difference in the match. Owen Ivsick over Christian Lowther by a 4-2 score. We'll go to 172 on greensports.net and the WJPA Sports Network.
Since 1978, Quality Quick Printing has been a single source for all your business, organization, and corporate printing needs. A full-service digital document solution center, high-speed digital copying, large format, design and finishing, direct mail services, and so much more. Call their print solutions specialists to help with your next project, 724-225-9427, or visit qualquick.com.
Built on a foundation of quality, safety, and integrity, Iron Synergy Cumberland Mine is committed to being one of the safest and most respected energy producers in the world. Located in Waynesburg, Pennsylvania, our team is anchored by some of the hardest working and experienced miners in the industry. We take pride in helping to create tomorrow's energy today, as well as helping to make a difference in the communities from which we operate. To learn more about Iron Synergy or to apply online, please visit our website at ironsynergy.com.
Small school championship matchup number 3. This is 172 pounds. Alec Palco of Jefferson Morgan and Aaron Supler of McGuffey.
Your third place bout is featuring Caden Smith from Ringgold taking on Jack Hunter of Cannon McMillan.
And in the 5th place matchup, Levi Yater out of West Greene taking on Paxton Thomas of Bentworth.
Alec Palco in on the legs, gets the takedown and turns Supler to his back. Trying to shove the right shoulder down, and somehow Supler able to keep that right shoulder blade off the mat. 4-point near fall makes it 7-0 here. Not even a minute gone yet.
1 period in the book here. Yater, West Greene for 5th place. Got a 3-0 lead on Paxton Thomas.
Supler rocked to his back again. And now Palco just trying to pick up on the head, chest to chest, sink in a half, loses that. Referee Larry Maggi said, you haven't lost it yet. Now the arm came free, so 4-point near fall. Make it 11-0. 35 seconds to go. First period, it has been all Alec Palco from the get-go here. He does that one more time, and it's going to be over. And Supler got turned and got back perpendicular to avoid any back points. Alec Palco has been dominant here. Ankle pick. And he's just going to sit there for a little bit and try to pry Supler off his leg underneath, and going to get a potentially dangerous hold. 6 seconds remaining. I don't think Palco can get another 4 spot here, but it's possible because there's 6 seconds on the clock. And we'll go to the second period here. 11-0 lead, Alec Palco of Jefferson Morgan over Aaron Supler.
In third place bouts, Caden Smith is currently leading 1-0. It was his choice, and he got the 1-point escape under a minute to go in the second period.
Palco will be on the bottom to start the second.
It was his choice. He took bottom. The way I was dominating, I just stayed on top. You know, I was just.
Well, you get 2 and 2 here, though. You end the match.
Yeah,
so,
that's true too.
You only need 2 swipes at this point. But Supler trying to stop that from happening, can't. Palco out to his feet, trying to get control, would get the reversal, and dump Supler back into the mat. Didn't get him rocked over to his back yet, but now tying up a leg and a top package there by Palco. I'm not sure what Supler's doing on the other side, but Palco wasn't too thrilled with it. He just kind of raised his left hand up like, wait, let me see what I'm going to do here. And what he was doing, what Supler was doing, was two-hand holding on to the right wrist of Palco. So Palco now out to the side trying to get to a half Nelson. Slips a leg in for a moment, 1-on-1 and a half, and just packages Supler, turns him over, sticks him on his back, and has him all but finished. And there's the fall at 3:01. Pin for Alec Palco to win on a 172-pound championship. All right, guys, it's yours.
Yep. So we are just getting underway in the third period here. Smith still leading 1-0. Hunter trying to break the hold here, or actually go around for that reversal. Still no points awarded yet. Control still to Smith.
5-0. Yater leading from West Greene over Paxton Thomas. Got the legs in. We're in the third. Takedown early. Smith. And a couple back points.
Smith remains in control, but he needs to work up, and there's the stalling call. So he accepts that. 1:18 to go. Heading back to the center here for the restart.
Award winners at 160 pounds. Sixth place goes to Gino Orlandi of Jeff Morgan. Garrett Newman of McGuffey takes fifth with that medical default. Chaz Rush is fourth out of Abella. Third place goes to Mason Calgaro of Canna McMillan, pinning Rush in 2:20. The 160-pound runner-up, Christian Lowther of Ringgold, and winning the championship, Bentworth's Owen Ivsick with a 4-2 victory in the final.
There's a 1-point escape and a shot there by Hunter, and quickly Smith went around behind for the 3-point takedown, now leading 4-1 with 45 seconds to go in and out.
4-point near fall for Yater. Now leads at 9-0. And he's getting more as we go further into this.
Smith called for stalling again on top. He said he held on to the ankle too long. So
it was a nice panning back and forth. He's getting both on our championship mat, going back and forth between the two. That's Yater you see now if you're watching at home.
Yeah, Yater's he's looked pretty good. 13-0. He's got the lead. He's just got to turn him one more time. He got a 4-point near fall just a little bit ago.
That wing slipped out there for Smith. He's got the right arm barred. Just lost that as well. Still trying to hold on here.
There it is.
15 seconds ago, leading 4-2. Under 10 to go.
Yater, your winner by technical fall, 15-0.
And Caden Smith is going to be your third place winner out of Ringgold with a 4-2 win over Jack Hunter from Canna McMillan.
189-pound medal bouts when we come right back on WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and keep the warm and cozy in. Visit a loan officer today or apply anytime anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 458729.
This is Coach Guy Montecalvo for the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. Thanks to the support of CNX, GBU, Printscape, the Pony League World Series, and the participants in our annual golf outing, we awarded nearly $14,000 in scholarships to local high school athletes, plus $3,000 to our Courage Award and Edward Monaco Above and Beyond Award winners. And we granted money to high school athletes starting their own nonprofit charities. We encourage you to join us at our next meeting and be a part of something exceptional. The Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame.
We go to 189 and the last of the Trinity Cannon-McMillan matchups in the finals, but the Big Macs have rolled. They've won 4 championships. Looking for number 5, Bryce Collins, taking on Trinity's Tegan Barr.
In your third place spot, we have Aiden Williams of Trinity taking on Malachi Peak from Best Center.
And 189, Shannon Archie out of Burgettstown taking on Landon Piscateri of Peters Township.
Cannon-McMillan with 282.5 points coming into this match, now 65 up on the Trinity Hillers. This is Trinity's last championship bracket wrestler. Cannon-McMillan has, as I mentioned, Bryce Collins here, Braden Collins coming up in the next match. Scoreless, just over a minute gone in our title bout. Bryce Collins of Cannon-McMillan and Tegan Barr of Trinity. McGuffey solidly in third place, and that's where the Highlanders will finish. Jefferson Morgan is in fourth, and that's where they'll finish. Bentworth fifth. Ringgold will finish sixth, with the Burgettstown still with a couple of consolation guys left. Best Center in eighth place. Avella and West Greene tied for ninth. And the two-county area going to sweep the top 10.
Yeah.
No score after one, and Peak was able to get a 1-point escape early on here in the second.
Collins and Barr back into it. Collins long-range shot, got hands on both thighs, but got out of that. Abandoned that effort. Barr got it stopped because it just came from so far out. And now an underhook by Tegan Barr.
Shannon Archie got a 1-point escape to start the second period. Now it is 1-0. And he's got the lead. We're about halfway through this second period.
Fourth time in our finals. We go scoreless to period number 2. Bryce Collins and Tegan Barr unable to effect a takedown in that opening period. Tucker Main McGuffey, Gavin Bricker of Trinity, Landon Auld of Trinity, and Giono Gardner of Cannon-McMillan. Owen Ivsick of Bentworth, Christian Lowther of Ringgold also went through their matches first period without scoring. Barr trying to get up from underneath as his right leg caught in an outside hook there by Collins.
Still 1-0 here in favor of Peak as we approach 30 seconds left in the second period.
Now Collins able to do a little something with that right arm that kept Barr from rising up again. Now the leg nod hook, but Collins driving to hit into the back of that right arm, and Barr very aware of that situation. That leg hooked on the outside one more time. Collins really slick with that move, it keeps Barr from getting a stand-up. We've gone a minute and 5 seconds, and Barr unable to get completely free. Now gets to his feet, turns, but Collins quick there, and doubled and took him back into the mat. Barr worked really hard to get what he thought was going to be an escape, and just as he raised up, all of a sudden Collins on him on a double, and Barr had to scramble to turn over to avoid giving up more than just the control staying that way. And a stalling call on top now. Collins just content to ride there and is going to get tagged for stalling. Award winners at 172 pounds. Let me grab these real quickly. Sixth place to Paxton Thomas of Bentworth. Levi Yater of West Greene by technical fall takes fifth. Jack Hunter of Cannon McMillan takes fourth. Caden Smith of Ringgold with a 4-2 win in the third place match takes third place. Your runner-up, Aaron Supler of McGuffey, and winner by fall on 172 championship match, Alec Palco of Jefferson Morgan, fall with 3:01.
We got a fall down here. Shannon Archie is got turned. He was leading 1-0. Got turned to his back and got pinned, and now Pusateri is your winner. But now they're going to take a look at Archie to make sure everything's all right down there.
Collins and Barr will go to the third scoreless. We'll have it for you when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation and greensports.net.
Touchdown, Waynesburg! Ever wanted to work behind the scenes of a sports broadcast? Waynesburg University's Department of Communication gives you the opportunity to do just that. Our students produce the show, call the action, and tell the story as it happens. Or get involved in the sports information side, taking stats, PA announcing, and delivering the results to a growing sports audience. The Waynesburg University Department of Communication is waiting to hear from you. So what are you waiting for?
For more information, visit waynesburg.edu.
First score of the match belongs to Bryce Collins, an escape 20 seconds into the third period. He leads Tegan Barr 1-0.
In your third place match here, we're going to have Malachi Peak. Unless something drastically changes here, he's leading 4-0 with 12 seconds to go as we head back to the center with your
excellent shot for Bryce Collins right at the edge of the mat. Just launched into Tegan Barr, got him stumbling backwards, and the takedown is awarded. Now an escape. I thought an escape was going to be awarded. Nope.
Well,
Collins is going to ride. Oh. Is there a penalty point? Has to be a penalty point there at the edge of the mat. Not sure what that is, but did not get any indication. But that ups Collins' lead to 5-0. Barr tried to stand. Collins picks him up at the leg and trips him back into the mat.
Well, those last few seconds did have some action there. Williams was able to get a reversal and had Peak to his back, but ran out of time for a back point. So it's going to be Peak, winner 4-2 for your third place bout.
We're at 189 pounds. Third period, 40 seconds remaining. Bryce Collins is up 5-0. A couple of quick moves by Collins. One to keep control in that second period when he rode the entire time, and then one to get the takedown at the edge of the mat here in the third period. And did not see any kind of indication about what that penalty point was, but it was an escape for Collins, then a takedown for Collins, and then before they restarted, I thought we were getting a 1 point gift escape, but in fact the 1 point was awarded to Collins as a penalty point. Barr will be allowed to stand and turn in, get an escape, but that comes with just 1 second to go. And Bryce Collins from Cannon McMillan wins the Big Mac's 5th Tri-County Championship, 5-1 win to take the title at 189. We'll go to 2:15 here on the WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
My Dream Field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My Dream Field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My Dream Field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
And getting set for our 215-pound championships. Braden Collins of Cannon McMillan, Noah Lehue of Best Center set to get underway.
On your third place bout, we're going to have Ian Hullum from Trinity taking on Adam Balaga from Burgettstown.
And from fifth place, Tyler Clayton from Chartiers, Houston, taking on Marion Jones of Laurel Highlands. So the Mustangs are going to get a medal.
Collins of Cannon McMillan and Lehue of Beth Center underway. Braden Collins wearing the plaid singlet that the Big Mac shoes, one of their alternate singlets. Working near the edge of the mat. Collins moving into Lehue. Now Lehue with a hip trying to toss Collins out of bounds, and fortunately for Lehue, he stepped out just as Collins started to spin around and get an arm up around the waist. So they're both out of bounds, and that stops the action. And injury time, Collins, and that's a groin injury there.
As Lanford Simpson would say, he took a foot.
Lanford. No score after one period for 5th place. This is Clayton and Jones.
At the end of, go ahead.
And Clayton's going to start from the bottom and come right up to his feet and try to strip that away. Now stalling warning called on Jones. 1 point escape. Go ahead.
We are a 3-0 lead here in favor of Ian Holub of Trinity. As we're just getting started here in the second, and he quickly gets a 1 point escape to extend his lead to 4-0.
Yeah, Braden Collins getting one of those injuries nobody can help you with.
Yep.
Just got to let that clock tick. And after that scramble and the injury timeout, ready to get back into action. Clayton gets the fall.
Time of that fall is going to be one. Well, the clock is still running.
Looks like 44 to me.
Yeah. So, congratulations there. Chartiers Houston. I'll tell you what, good tournament for Chartiers Houston.
Boy, Lehue given a takedown and then the out-of-bounds continuation, wave it off. So it's going to stay scoreless. Noah Lehue of Best Center, Braden Collins of Canna McMillan.
Mr. Rigatti was really getting in on the action over there.
Well, that one almost ended up right up in Nate the Great's lap, or the late Nate the Great.
Oh.
He wasn't late today.
I think you mean Nate the Late. Late Nate the Great sounds bad. Sounds like something happened on the way here.
Well, he's not dead. He's just late.
That's what it sounded like.
Did anyone else see these?
He's just late.
Supposedly, like, construction workers. Did anyone else see them?
They weren't there today, but they were there yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, they were definitely there.
Okay.
They were there Wednesday, too, when we came down and set up.
Yes, they were. I didn't have any struggle with it, but
Nate was late for that, too.
He kind of gilds the lilies sometimes.
It's the perfect time. He doesn't even have a mic to defend himself.
Oh, exactly.
I mean, I came through Rutan
He can just
yesterday.
nod and smile and wave.
I came through Rutan and still
That's
got
the
here
best
ahead
way
of
to
him.
come. From Washington, that's
Came
the best
down by
way.
up over by the cemetery through
Yes,
Graysville and
absolutely.
down to the Grange. And,
Absolutely.
And through Rutan. Yep.
Go past the old mansion house.
Exactly. Every time I do, wish it was still open.
Me too.
Boy, I hadn't heard that. I hadn't heard about that for a long time. Mansion House.
We are heading into the third period here. Still 4-0 in favor of Ian Holub. And Adam Balago is going to start the third period in the down position.
I think I owe you award winners at 189. Sixth place, the Shannon Archie of Burgettstown. Fifth to Landon Pusateri of Peters Township by fall in that fifth place bout. Fourth goes to Aiden Williams of Trinity. Malachi Peak of Beth Center with a 4-2 win to take third. Your runner-up is Tegan Barr of Trinity. And Bryce Collins of Canna McMillan with a 5-1 decision in the final wins the 189-pound championship. 1-0 Braden Collins of Canna McMillan. An escape here in this second period, the only score of the match so far. There's now 5 bouts that did not have a takedown in the opening period.
We have Balaga with a 1 point escape, 1:20 to go. He's trailing 4-1 right now.
Yeah, one of the things about yesterday, former teacher here at West Greene, Vern Smith, passed away just a couple of weeks ago, and on my way down yesterday. I wanted to go by the Smith homestead on, and I can't remember what farm road it is, up over the hill and down around the backside and all that.
Yeah.
But, come down to the Grange, hang a left on 21, and I think two right turns to the right and take me up over the hill, and wanted to drive by and just spend a moment or two thinking about my friend Vernon Smith. Still 1-0 lead for Braden Collins with just 18 seconds to go in the second. They go to the boundary, come back to the middle. Collins of Canamac, Lehue of Best Center. Thought late in that first period that Lehue was going to get a takedown, then Collins nearly did, and then we ended up delayed start to the second. Period comes to an end. 1-0. Collins leads third period. When we come back on the WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
At Slovenian Savings and Loan, they understand you want convenience. That's why their mobile banking app allows you to bank from anywhere, anytime. They also know there's no substitute for personal, one-on-one service from someone who cares about you and your family. Founded on honesty, integrity, and trust in 1925, and that will never change. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Slovenian Savings and Loan on Boone Avenue in Strabane. SlovenianSavingsandLoan.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Noah Lehue chooses bottom position to start the third. He's trailing 1-0, and Collins, 2-on-1 tie, rolls Lehue over to expose the shoulders for a couple of separate one counts, but no back points out of this. And now Collins in trouble. Lehue going to try to stick him. Got the reversal, I believe. Yes, he did. And now here comes Collins trying to get to a Peterson sit out now, and reaches back, tries to get the wrist, but Lehue still in control. Neither guy got near falls, and both were very close. And now Lehue rolls Collins underneath and going to sit on a 2-1 lead for the moment. I don't know why Lehue kept going there. He could have milked another 10 or 12 seconds off the clock, certainly before a stalemate. Also, just want to mention Vern Smith, I mentioned a moment ago. He's the guy that brought me into the computer world back in the days of my first personal computer was an Apple IIe, and Vern Smith introduced me to that.
And he was playing Oregon Trail.
Hey, he's playing Pong, the Warrior Trail. That's wow.
I needed a larger hard drive than what the computer provided, so I got a 20 megabyte hard drive, external hard drive, big as a Pittsburgh phone book.
Oh my gosh!
The days are. How that has all changed.
The days of the actual floppy disks.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. 4 and 5.25 inch floppies, and they flopped. 2-1 lead for Noah Lehue of Best Center over Braden Collins, and Lehue actually just laying on the back of Collins, tried to keep him broken flat. 20 seconds remaining. Collins comes to his feet, trying to kick his legs out. Lehue able to go spiral ride. Collins goes to a roll. Lehue trying to stick him in the middle of it. Collins trying to step over the legs. Lehue hooks a leg there. He's just down to 10 seconds remaining. Collins down by a point, trying to spin inside this leg. And now Lehue scoots the hips out from underneath, and Noah Lehue going to hang on and win it by a 2-1 final score. Best action of any of our championship matches so far here this afternoon, and it's the lowest scoring of the whole bunch. Noah Lehue, 2-1 winner over Braden Collins. We go to 285 when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
Royal Levy Rentals has everything you need for your next event. You may be planning a large wedding or a small birthday party. Either way, Royal Levy Rentals has you covered. Royal Levy Rentals has tents in many sizes and can supply banquet tables, round tables, fill and chill tables, linens, chairs, tent lighting, a portable bar, dance floor, coolers, heaters, and even yard games. So whether it's a big event or any old get-together, call Royal Levy Rentals for all your party needs. 724-998-5805. That's 724-998-5805.
And here we go. Did get Ian Hollub of Trinity won third place, by the way, beating Adam Beloga of Burgettstown 7-1. That final, we didn't quite get that for you. So we go to 285 pounds. Your championship matchup has Colin White of West Greene, Landon Heath of Jefferson Morgan,
Third place sees Joseph Wilson out of Wash High taking on Dakota Carmona from Canamac High.
And at 285 for fifth, Owen Rush out of Canamac taking on Colin Rockwell of Albert Gallatin High School.
White with a nice single leg takedown to take a 2-0 lead over Heath here in the championship match.
Found out today that Colin White was named to the Single A Pennsylvania News All-State football team as a guard. He's going to wrestle at Kent State.
White leading here 3-0, riding Heath. Heath trying to get up off his belly. Stuck flat to the mat at the moment.
These two probably know each other so well, it's ludicrous.
White folds an arm toward the back and then tried to step to the side to drive in a half Nelson, and Heath going to turn inside and ends up with an escape. 3-1 the count. 20 seconds remaining in this first period.
No score between Rush and Rockwell. They're in the second. Rockwell on top to start the second period.
Heath and White just kind of staring at each other now, realizing that just seconds remain in the first period. Let's run your 215-pound award winners. Sixth place goes to Marion Jones of Laurel Highlands. Tyler Clayton of Chartiers Houston takes fifth by way of a fall in that fifth place bout. Adam Beloga Burgettstown takes fourth. Ian Hollab beat him 7-1 to win third place. Your runner-up, Braden Collins of Canna McMillan, and Noah Lehue of Beth Center with a 2-1 win in the finals to claim the 215-pound championship.
We're halfway through the second period here, and Carmona is leading 1-0.
Colin White got to his feet, but good work there by Landon Heath to dump him back into the mat and keep control.
1 point escape for Rush. Goes up 1-0 on Rockwell.
.143 to go second period after White and Heath wrestled most of the first inbounds. Go out of bounds here 17 seconds into the second. White stands up and he's got Heath draped over his hips. And White spins and those two end up out of bounds. I don't know if that was a stalling call that Kurt Kesnick indicated there.
Yeah.
Because Heath just shoved White off the mat, and that must be what it was. So we stay at 3-1 the score, but now White stands. Heath trying to find a way to take him back into the mat and try to power up on a Nelson, and ends up giving up an escape. And now Colin White ends up on a leg, dumps Heath to his back. White trying to get to the half, chest to chest. Heath in trouble and in big trouble. Chest to chest, and the shoulders go down for the fall. 2:53 the time of the pin. Colin White of West Greene, your TRICADA champion at 285 pounds.
1-0, and now close to being turned to his back is Rockwell. If he goes to his back, I think we do got some back points coming. Rush is going to get. Now he's got it tight.
He's going to get it all here.
Yeah,
in a
he's going
second.
to get it all. Yeah.
You guys see what I see coming here too.
Oh yeah.
But we're tied up at 1 over here on mat number 1. So.
28.8. Check out your rule book.
So where are we at here? Basically a pair of escapes has got us where we are. So Dakota Carmona and Joseph Wilson tied up at 1 with 1:15 to go here in the third period. Not a whole lot of action. For the most part, they've been staying apart from each other, not the typical ear-to-ear tie. And as I say that, Wilson tries in for a single leg and backs out. I know we made note of it earlier as far as some of the injuries that he's faced throughout his high school career. We got an elbow wrapped up, a knee, and also a shoulder. Down to 40 seconds to go here. Back at an ear-to-ear tie for Carmona and Wilson. Mostly here in the center of the mat. Down under 30 seconds to go. Still back in an ear-to-ear tie. Nobody with control. Yeah. Wilson trying to circle out.
Carmona is going to push the issue here a little bit here late. I'd bet on it. Not that I should be betting on high school sports or anything. 1-800-GAMBLER.
10 seconds to go. Couple quick fake shots. Now Wilson trying to get in on a single, not able to do so, and they're going to go out of bounds with 1 second remaining here.
Well, they wrestled a minute in the first, much of the second, much of the third without a takedown, and now we're going to go to sudden victory.
That we are. We have some blood time here for Wilson.
And with that, we're going to get a timeout. We'll come back. Sudden victory period, 285 pounds on the WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.
In sports and in life, accidents happen, and sometimes people get hurt. The doctors at Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation specialize in orthopedic surgery, joint replacement, foot and ankle reconstruction, hand and upper extremity surgery, sports medicine and rehabilitation, and game time medical services. With main offices near Wild Things Park and offices in Waynesburg, Charleroi, McMurray, and on Vanadium Road near St. Clair Hospital, you can count on Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation.
So they cut that blood time, and we're back underway here. 50 seconds to go in this sudden victory time. Little head tap there, and now trying for a bear hug. Trying to lock up behind is Wilson. Not able to do so far.
Well, if he just pushed that action there, drive into Carmona, he could have got him off balance.
Yeah. Fake outside single there by Carmona. Down to 24 seconds to go in our sudden victory period here.
And I just want to go back to the injury thing that we talked about with Joe Wilson. Part of that not recognizing you know that you could win the match by doing that is that he hasn't been able to wrestle much of the last 2 seasons.
Single leg attempt here by Wilson, trying to shift over to a double. And now Carmona's going to try to come around behind. Wilson able to block that. And they are awarding the 3. Time was at zeros again, but they're going to talk. Officials are talking, and the 3-point takedown was awarded. So Carmona
thought he had it.
Carmona is going to be your third place winner at 285 pounds.
And we'll go ahead and get you the award winners. 285 pounds, 6th place goes to Colin Rockwell of Albert Gallatin. Owen Rush of Cannon McMillan by fall in the 5th place match to take 5th place. 4th place goes to Joe Wilson of Washington. Dakota Carmona of Cannon McMillan with a very late sudden victory score to win that 3rd place bout and your championship at 285 pounds. Third runner-up is Landon Heath of Jefferson Morgan, and your champion with a fall at the 253 mark, Colin White of West Greene here at home wins the Tri-County Championship. We'll come back to West Greene and put a bow on this year's tournament after this timeout on the greensports.net and WJPA Sports Networks.
In sports and in life, accidents happen, and sometimes people get hurt. The doctors at Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation specialize in orthopedic surgery, joint replacement, foot and ankle reconstruction, hand and upper extremity surgery, sports medicine and rehabilitation, and game time medical services. With main offices near Wild Things Park and offices in Waynesburg, Charleroi, McMurray, and on Vanadium Road near St. Clair Hospital, you can count on Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation.
What is kinetic fiber internet? It's internet at the speed of light that helps you do everything better. It's a dedicated connection to your home that keeps everyone connected at the same time. It's cutting-edge technology that grows with you and lets you browse, stream, and game with virtually no lag or buffering. Ultra-fast, ultra-reliable kinetic fiber internet. Internet better.
Cannon McMillan wins 5 individual championships, and it's almost a lock. If you do that, you're going to win the team title as well. The Big Macs finish in first place, 288.5 points. Trinity finishes second with 219.5. Third place goes to McGuffey, 186.5. Jefferson Morgan, 143.5. And in fifth place, your Bentworth Bearcats, 133. Sixth goes to Ringgold at 123. Burgettstown at 120 finishes seventh. Best Center takes eighth, 115 points. West Greene in ninth place with 96. And Avella rounds out the top 10 with 90 points. Let's go the rest of the way. Peters Township 11th, Albert Gallatin 12th, Chartiers Houston 13th, followed by South Park and South Fayette. 16th place goes to Washington. Waynesburg 17. Waynesburg 17. Who would have ever thought 17th place at the TRICADA for Waynesburg?
Wow.
18th goes to Fraser, Fort Cherry 19, Brownsville 20, and Laurel Highlands also 20. Those two teams with 22 points. I want to just run through real quickly the championship matchups. Lee Dreschman of Canna McMillan, Tech fall over Parker Jennings of Trinity. 114-pound title goes to Jackson Hoy of Trinity, pinning Alex Medlin of Beth Center. At 121, it's Tucker Main of McGuffey with a decision over Gavin Bricker of Trinity. 127, Giano Gardner of Canna McMillan, decision win against Landon Alt of Trinity. 133, title goes to John Emma of Canna Mac, decision over Evan Tolliver of Ringgold. At 139, title goes to Lucas Barr, decision over Drake McClure of Bentworth. On up to 145, Collier Hartman, technical fall for the Big Macs against Emmett Wolf of McGuffey. At 152, Jonah Erdely, Fraser, major decision over Logan Noyes of Burgettstown. At 160 pounds, your champion is Owen Ivsick of Bentworth with a decision over Christian Lowther of Ringgold. 172, Alec Palco of Jefferson Morgan pins Aaron Supler of McGuffey. At 189, it's Bryce Collins of Canna McMillan, decision win over Tegan Barr of Trinity. Noah Lehue of Beth Center wins the 215-pound title with a decision win against Braden Collins. And at 285, Colin White of West Greene pinning Landon Heath of Jefferson Morgan. We are going to get an Outstanding Wrestler Award announcement, and that will be our Outstanding Wrestler of the tournament, brought to you by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County, and by McCracken Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Waynesburg. So we'll concur with that selection, whoever it is, and we'll get that very shortly. We want to say thank you to our broadcast sponsors, and we will do that full rundown, top down on your list there, Jason, when the time comes. But we'll hang here. Guys, I do want to say thanks. What a lot of outstanding work. Our crew, Jason Tennant heading up from Green Sports, along with Nate Rigotti, Rusty Pettit, Randy Pettit, Scott Moore, Jacob Knisner producing in our downtown Washington studios, and yours truly, Bob Gregg. I've had a blast, guys. I tell you what, you know how I feel about wrestling tournaments, and it's showtime. It's work we have to do, but I've had a real blast this weekend.
Yeah, you had the most fun you've ever had doing wrestling.
It might be.
Well, you may have like the flu tomorrow, but you had a real good time today.
I know. I have to go soak in a hot tub just to get back to 98.6 body temperature.
You warm over there, Scott?
Goes to the 133-pounder from Cannon Mac,
John Emma, named the Outstanding Wrestler. John Emma of Canna McMillan, 9-3 winner over Evan Tolliver in the finals, and the Big Macs, John Emma.
That's named after.
I wanted to say that.
Yeah, it's named after Justin Stevenson, the former athletic director at Waynesburg Central.
Indeed. So, congratulations to John Emma, and a big thank you to Bill Sims, our host athletic director, and to all the athletic directors in TRICADA. The thankless work that athletic directors do. When people have no idea that stuff is going on, they're up working. What'd you say, Billy Sims?
3:30 in the morning
yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah. I don't know when he was here this morning.
Big thank you to our broadcast sponsors making it possible for us to be here. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. People you know, people you can trust. Sarah's Candies, supporting Pennsylvania wrestling for more than 50 years. Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. Washington Financial Bank, for 125 years, proud to be the bank that gets you. Royal Ivy Rentals, when planning your next event, call Royal Ivy Rentals for all your party needs. The Day Insurance Agency on East Maiden Street in Washington, on Main Street in Hickory, and online at dayinsurance.com. By Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation and Advanced Surgical Hospital. By Iron Synergy, creating tomorrow's energy today. And Slovenian Savings and Loan, big enough to serve, small enough to care. The 2026 TRICADA Wrestling Tournament on WJPA and greensports.net, also brought to you by McCracken Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Waynesburg. By the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, celebrating our region's rich athletic tradition. By Waynesburg University, grow with us at Waynesburg University. By CNX Dreamfields, making your dream field come true. Cornerstone Care, creating healthier tomorrows today. By Quality Quick Printing, your full-service digital document solution center, online at qualquick.com. By Kinetic, Internet better. And by Shaft Drillers International, combined strength, unparalleled resources. Big tip of the cap for all of you joining us. Little experiment there with the multi streams, with the single audio coverage. We hope you enjoyed that. We hope you've enjoyed this year's TRICADA Wrestling Tournament from West Greene, and about a year from now we'll get together and do this all again.
Absolutely.
It will not be long. We'll be together at Peters Township for the WPIL Team Tournament Semis and Finals, and we'll have the production of all of that. greensports.net, WJPA Sports Network, and NFHS in conjunction with Flow Wrestling. It's going to be a blast. Guys, thank you all.
Thank you, Bob.
Certainly appreciate that. That'll do it from West Greene. The 2026 TRICADA Wrestling Tournament in the books. For our entire crew, I'm Bob Gregg. Thanks so much for being with us. This has been a joint presentation of the WJPA Sports Network and greensports.net.